Greetings and salutations, everybody. Lord X here, coming at you for the first time in, geez, quite a while now with one of these vlog-ish type videos, pickups videos. It's been a kind of a crazy 2018. Not really, just haven't really gotten around to doing much here. But before I head on vacation at the end of this week, I figured, you know what, I gotta get a video out there. I gotta get another pickups video put out. It was either this or record an episode of Static Screen, which still may happen if I find the time before I head home. I really want to talk about comic book trailers from Comic-Con, mostly just basically almost all DC stuff in that beautiful Godzilla trailer. But I digress. We'll see if that can happen. I am here today to talk about pickups. What games have I gotten over the past few months? Which movies? What collectibles? Again, not as much as it used to be because budget is tight and will be tight leading into September. But we'll get there when September comes. Alright, I gotta be a pro about this. When September comes, we'll have a special video going up. But until then, let's go through the months of games that I've picked up since the last time I recorded. And the last time I recorded, I believe we ended off on March. I think at the end, maybe I picked up Pillars of Eternity and Batman the Enemy Within, but I'm not sure if that was before or after the video I put out back then. But anyways, starting in April, we'll go through the digital stuff that I picked up. So if I talk about a game here that you're like, wow, X never bought that, well, maybe he bought a physical copy, and he'll be showing you that in a minute. But in terms of digital release games that I picked up since April, they have been Cyberdimension Neptunia 4, Goddesses Online for the PlayStation 4, Red Faction 2, a PS2 on PS4 game, and I picked up the humble Capcom X Sega bundle, which included games for PS4, 3, and Vita. I believe Dead Rising 2 is in that, Valkyria Chronicles Remastered, which I own a physical copy of anyway. A bunch of stuff, like I said, for PS3 and Vita. Dust Force, I believe, was a part of that. I can't remember what. A couple of the Resident Evil games was there, so those were included. I think 4 might have been? Or 5? No, I don't think they were. But it was like Code Veronica and Type 0 or 0. So yeah, that bundle. Moving into May, I picked up Death Road to Canada on the PlayStation 4. I had some fun with that. I streamed that a while back. Probably should do another stream like that, maybe when I get back from my holidays. Bridge Constructor Portal for the Nintendo Switch. Thought that game was absolutely fantastic. Loved it. I mean, well, it was good. It was nice to be back in that universe again, even if it was a Bridge Constructor game. Which, oh god, my brain hurt sometimes playing that game. It was rough to get through. Had to use a guide for a few levels. I picked up Minit on PlayStation 4, which I've heard many good things about. It will probably be a game I tackle while I'm on my vacation. I picked up Bloodstained, Curse of the Moon for PlayStation 4. That's the Castlevania 2 type style game that Indie Crates put out for Bloodstained. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous game. Loved it. Got through it in like 2 playthroughs. Thought it was fantastic. Very, very great throwback. Moving into June, which this is all digital games that I picked up in June. Lego Worlds for the Nintendo Switch. I barely played any of that. Been meaning to. Again, probably a holiday game for me. I picked up Batman Return to Arkham, which is the remasters of Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. Hoping to really sit down and play through those again soon. Maybe I'll do a stream for those. I picked up Life is Strange Before the Storm Deluxe Edition for the PlayStation 4. Loved it. Loved every single second of that game. I thought it was so good, and I should actually move this over to this side of my computer screen. There we go. Now I can make sure I'm actually looking at you and not like looking over this way while I'm talking. Alright, so Life Strange Before the Storm, Deluxe Edition, thought it was great. Blossom Tales, The Sleeping King for Nintendo Switch. Oh my god, I loved this game. The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past is my favorite Zelda, and A Link Between Worlds was absolutely amazing after that. And this game is a throwback to that style, and I loved it. This is my type of Zelda game right here. Get your Breath of the Wilds out of here. But loved it. Loved this game. I thought it was great. There's a bunch of stuff I could still do into it and explore. Yeah, loved it. Thought it was great. One of my favorite games that I've played so far this year, even though it came out last year. I picked up Midnight Deluxe for PlayStation 4 and Vita. This is not a good game. This is a very, very poorly constructed, probably ported from mobile type game. It's sort of like a golf-ish type game where you're like shooting a cube around the map in order to get it into a goal. It's golf. It's basically a 2D golf game, which isn't very good. However, it's an easy platinum trophy, and there's a separate trophy list for PlayStation 4 and Vita, and it was cross-buy. 2 easy platinum trophies. That's why I bought it. $5 later. And I picked up Chaos on Deponia for PlayStation 4, which I've played a little bit of so far. I've been meaning to sit down and really play through it. I played through the first one at the beginning of this year and platinumed it. I'll do the same for this one as well, because I did really enjoy the story in the first one. That was goofy, fun. Again, another easy platinum trophy following a guide, which I have no problem saying that I'm doing. And here in July, we're nearing the end of July here, so what digital games did I pick up here in July? I bought Shadow Complex Remastered for the PlayStation 4, The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing 1 and 2 for the PlayStation 4, and I picked up Devil May Cry 4 for the PlayStation 4, since I only ever played a tiny bit of it on PS3. Never really played through the entire thing, so looking forward to do it there. And it was the deluxe bundle, I think, so it came with all the DLC goodies and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to really playing through that for the first time ever. And looking at my lister, I noticed that I forgot to grab a physical game from my collection. So let me just go over and poof and get that. I promise not to wipe out half the universe when doing this. Okay, we're back. Alright, so physical games. What physical games did Lord X buy within these few months? Well, I picked up the Shadow of the Colossus Remaster. Still haven't gotten around to playing it yet, but I have it now. Yeah, I fucking adore and love the original version of the game, so I'm really looking forward to playing this. And the only reason I haven't is because of a further game we'll talk about later. And the fact that I was focusing on like catching up on my backlog. There was God of War to play through, which, by the way, finished it. Loved every second of that. Detroit Become Human, which I did pick up, I believe this month as well, the same game? Well, no, that's from May, but I did buy Detroit Become Human Physical Edition as well. I don't have it right now because I've loaned it to a friend, and he's making his way through it. Actually, I've loaned it to my boss, so there you go. So he's playing through that now. I also picked up, because I found a pretty cheap pre-owned copy of it, Final Fantasy XII, The Zodiac Age, the remaster of Final Fantasy XII, the last technically good Final Fantasy game. Not great, good. The ending in this game goes to shit really quickly, really fast. Storyline problems because they fired people and whatnot. It's a whole story about how this game kind of fell apart at the end. But still, it's a good game. The last decently good combat system in a Final Fantasy game. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, I said it. Alright. And next up, Yakuza 6, The Song of Life. I bought the collector's edition of this, which is over there somewhere. maybe I'll slap up a picture right here somewhere so you can see it. Came with a few glasses and a few other knickknacks, but I really love this game. I absolutely adored it. I thought the story was fantastic. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's a great story. If you love these characters from the previous games, you'll love this one. If you're a fan of New Japan Pro Wrestling, there's a whole bunch of those guys in this game in one of these side stories where you build up your own clan and do clan battles. And you'll end up fighting like Naito and Okada, Tanahashi, it's Yano. You'll end up fighting a lot of those, and you can recruit a bunch of the others as well, including Shibata, which I'm very glad they didn't actually put him into the game. I would have been terrified to fight him. God of War, which I didn't think I thought I already talked about this before, but no, it's right here this month. That's right, I already spoke about saying how much I loved playing this game, and holy shit, yes I did, and holy shit, this is my game of the year so far of 2018, and it's going to be very, very, very hard for anything to top this game for me because, you know, I was a fan of God of War 1 and 2. 3 was alright. Ascension, I barely played. I played a bit on PlayStation Now, of all things. Couldn't get into it. Thought it was pretty poor. The evolution of this series with this game is just... it's mind-boggling. The game plays so well. The story is just absolutely fantastic. Like, they made Kratos into a character that you actually do care about. That you're on this journey with him as he's trying to evolve. And yeah, it's beautiful storytelling, a beautiful world. Absolutely highly recommend this. Like I said, it is my game of the year so far this year. Spider-Man maybe will edge it out. And I don't think I have any, crazy Japanese games like Persona or Danganronpa that can really do it for me this year. So, yeah, God of War. It's up there, man. Game of the year quality. And the next 3 games I picked up in July, and they are all for the Nintendo Switch. First off, the game that I forgot to grab right away, Disgaea 5 Complete. I had a blast playing through most of this game on PlayStation 4. Or, actually, I don't think I got all that far, to be honest with you. I got distracted by other games, but I found a fairly cheap copy for the Nintendo Switch, pre-owned in EB Games. So I grabbed it because it's been kind of hard to find. I've seen a new copy here and there in Best Buy, and it's always up on Amazon, of course, most of the time. But I think this game is pretty great. I love this series so much. I am looking forward to the remaster of 1 that they're putting out in the fall. I don't know if I'll be buying it right away or not, but yeah. Here's that. Next up, I haven't started playing this one yet. This will definitely be a vacation game for me, which is going to be great, I think, as a vacation game, especially on the car ride back home. That's Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. There you go. I bought it. I supported it this time. I never did pick it up on the Wii U. Just, I don't know. I wanted to. I wanted to grab it. I always kept an eye open for cheap copies. Nearly got one time at Best Buy, but they were actually sold out, even though they had the empty boxes still left up on the shelf. So I came very, 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 very close at one point to buying this game on Wii U. But now I have played it, or have bought it for the Nintendo Switch, supporting the game, supporting the man, Captain Toad, as he would say. And finally, the last game that I've picked up for the Switch, Octopath Traveler. One of my most anticipated games for the Nintendo Switch. One of the reasons why I bought a Nintendo Switch. And I've completed 2 of the Chapter 1 stories for 2 of the characters now. And I'm having fun. The game looks beautiful. The music is just incredible. Story-wise, of what I've completed so far, I've enjoyed their individual stuff, but I can definitely see the criticism that others have had where uh, when you meet up with another character, it isn't all that engaging, and sometimes it's a little weird. I started with the Hunter first, Hanat, H-A-A-N-I-T, something like that. And then I went and I did the Thief storyline next, and the funny thing here is that when you go meet the Thief, it jumps to playing as him right away, leading up to where your character comes in and meets him. And you learn that he doesn't work with others anymore, that he prefers working by himself. There's a little interaction between him and two other thieves where he's like, basically, fuck you guys, I don't want to work with you. And then you cut back to where you meet up with him, with one of your other characters. And he's like, what? Huh? You want to go with me? Yeah, sure, that's fine. What? That made no sense. That actually made no sense whatsoever, and makes me understand right away the criticism that people have been having with this game. That being said, this isn't Persona or Final Fantasy where there's a massive story, overarching story happening, or at least I haven't seen it yet. There may be, but I haven't seen it yet or felt it yet. This game just feels like you're going through these individual storylines with each character. And that's fine. That's cool. It's a little bit more personal for each character. Maybe I expected something a little bit more. So maybe that's why right now it's not, boom, instantly my game of the year. Because, one, I haven't played enough of it. And two, I'm just not getting that feeling or what I expected it to be. But I'm still enjoying it for what it is. The best thing I can say about it, which I've seen said on Twitter, is that this is JRPG junk food. Whereas it's just a joy to take in. It's like, maybe it's not all that, good. But if you're a JRPG fan and you just want to pig out and have a good time, this game is for you. So, if you're not into JRPGs, maybe, avoid at all costs. But there you go. That's the games that I've picked up in the past few months. Of course, with games, there come movies. And I've got 3 movies here. First one I picked up on Amazon Prime Day, Kong Skull Island. I couldn't remember if I owned a copy or not. Maybe I do. Maybe it's hidden away somewhere. But I really love this movie. It's set in the same universe as the new Godzilla movies are. We are going to get Kong versus Godzilla after King of the Monsters. But I really like this. This was a very, very fun movie. Of course, Marvel movie picked up Black Panther. Disney might have fucked up recently with a firing of a certain director, but I'm not going to get into that here because I'm a little far too annoyed by that and it's a bit controversial. But Black Panther, fucking love this movie. Thought it was great. It did incredibly well, which is fantastic. Looking forward to the sequel in the future, hopefully. And yeah, this was very, very good. And finally, I got Pacific Rim Uprising. This is a steelbook case that I got from Sunrise Records. So this is very cool. Really love this movie. Is it as good as the first one? No, not really. But it's a joy to watch. It's giant robots fighting giant monsters. What's not to love about that? It's fun. It's surprising in parts. Alright, so last time I did one of these pickup videos, I talked about board games. So let's talk about board games some more. I honestly cannot remember if I had this one the last time I recorded one of these videos, but I do have Diamonds. It's a card game, a trick-taking game. Like I said, I can't remember. Maybe I did talk about that one last time, but I wasn't too sure. This is what I get for not doing these videos on a month-to-month basis anymore. Next up, I got Kittens in a Blender. Picked this up when I bought Black Panther. They had a deal on if you bought something $20, you saved $10 on Black Panther, or 10, 15 bucks, something like that on Black Panther. So I grabbed Kittens in a Blender. Me and a friend have played this, and it is disturbing fun. Yeah, so there you go. Kittens in a Blender. It's fun times. And finally, the comic shop that I go to had a sale on board games 1 week. I think it was 20% off or 25% off. New board games in store and other things as well. But I decided to pick up the Dark Souls card game. Have not played this one yet. Have not really dove into looking at the rules. It looks intimidating as fuck, just like the games are. There you go. I bought this. This is from Steamforged Games Limited. 1 to 4 players, ages 14 plus, and takes 60 minutes to play. But I had to get this because I do own the Dark Souls board game, which I don't think I talked about that one either last time. I think I might have. Pretty sure I might have. Maybe I didn't. But I do have that one as well. And I have the Bloodborne game, which I talked about last time. Alright, and finally, collectibles. What stupid knickknacks have I picked up over the past few months? I got one of these Super Mario Bros. Coins. You can get a case right there to put them in as well, but I haven't done that. Oh, I only grabbed one because I'm like, sure. These are pretty hefty coins, too. What did I get? I got Toad. Of course, I got Toad. Princess was in another blind bag. Alright, going back to Dark Souls and Bloodborne, I managed to find the Totaku Bloodborne Hunter figure. Very, very happy to get this guy. This was like the one that I wanted. I got Crash as well, of course. But yeah, Bloodborne Hunter. This was the dude I really wanted. Very happy to get him. Hit the mic, I'm sorry for that. They have some stats here on the back. So yeah, that was fun. That was good. And because I am a fool and I keep buying these things, I got a few pop figures here. First off, I got the Thanos Infinity War pop, which this guy is actually pretty heavy. This was really the only one I wanted. Maybe at some point I'll try and pick up... Wait, I think I got the Hulkbuster too. That might be... Did I get the Hulkbuster? I'm pretty sure I got the Hulkbuster. I think that's right here somewhere. Maybe I already did a video on that one. Fairly confident I picked up that pop. Where that is now, I have no idea. Whoops. Maybe I'll get the Children of Thanos at some point, but maybe Spider-Man? I don't know. Anyways, Avengers. Next up, I was at Walmart, and I came across this guy. Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. And it's a Walmart exclusive pop. As you all know, I'm a massive Guardians of the Galaxy fan. James Gunn was wrongfully fired. But yeah, this is really cool. He's wearing that, yeah, baby shirt that you see in the movies. And finally, at the comic shop the last time I was up there, I saw this dude and I had to pick him up. It's Lobo. It's a PX Previews exclusive. Right there you go. He's got a chomping on a cigar. He's got a chain in one hand, a gun in the other. Raggin', fraggin', poppin', fraggin'. So there you go. That's the collectibles that I picked up. The games I picked up. The movies I picked up. Oh yeah. And sitting in the back this entire video, Black Widow. I got this girl with some birthday money. Another Diamond Selects figure. I thought she was really, really nice. there's actually one more of those that I really have my eye on. Really hoping that she doesn't get released until October. Or else I'm going to be very, 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 very poor come September 7th. But anyways, that's another topic for another video. But until next time, folks, I've been Lord X, you have been awesome, and I will catch you next time. Thanks for watching.